Green Bay drafts a quarterback, Jordan Love. And I know what a lot of people are saying. They're saying, hey, I mean, Green Bay drafted Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre was still good. No. Different situation. Aaron Rodgers, many thought there were arguments he could have been the best player in the draft, the number one pick. He turned out to be. But there were debates whether you should take him number one. He fell to Green Bay. Jordan Love is a debatable first-round quarterback. And they traded up over teams that weren't going to take him, we think, to get a quarterback. This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. I want you to see it from Aaron Rodgers' point of view, regardless of what I think. So Aaron Rodgers plays the San Francisco 49ers twice last year. He's down 23-0 first half of the first game and 27-0 at half the second game. The games were over at half, outscored 50-0. Humiliated, manhandled. He watched last night the San Francisco 49ers, the team that has more good players. It's not real close. Go out and draft the first or second best defensive lineman to a defensive line that gave him fits, and then go get another good weapon. He's just hoping for a second wide receiver in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers isn't happy today, and you wouldn't be happy, and it's not fair to criticize Aaron Rodgers if he's a little prickly today. Happiness matters for your quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson feels supported. Supported matters. Aaron's the one taking the beatings in these football games against San Francisco. Now, I've said before, I've always thought that the Aaron Rodgers-Green Bay relationships, it's a weird fit. He is this good-looking Hollywood, California, cool, glamorous guy in the NFL's smallest, least glamorous market. He pushes back on religion. That's God's country. Wisconsin likes their beer. He prefers scotch. He's a superstar in a market that a superstar struggles to leave the house and doesn't really attract superstars. The Midwest, they're nice. He can be a little aloof. Not being critical can be a little difficult. This is Joe Namath in Buffalo. Nah, Joe Namath in Buffalo doesn't work. Joe Namath had to be in New York. You can be in New York State if you're Joe Namath, but you can't be in Buffalo. Joe Namath had to be in New York. This is LeBron in Cleveland. Oh, wait, he left twice. It's always been an odd fit to me. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay has always been an odd fit. And after last night, knowing how good the NFC is, Minnesota's loaded in his division. Once Chicago gets the quarterback right, I love their coach. They got players. This now Green Bay Aaron Rodgers, at least from Aaron's side, and he won't say it publicly, he'll probably be a good soldier, they're just tolerating each other. Listen, Peyton Manning always felt loved in Indy. I mean, when they let him go, they cried. He cried, they cried. Drew Brees feels loved. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, loved. Sam Darnold's a baby. He didn't even win in games. They love him. The owner loves him. The GM loves him. Aaron Rodgers is in that class. They don't feel loved. Doesn't feel supported. I mean, Green Bay's got just some innate disadvantages. They don't get free agents. And now you draft a backup quarterback. Just this rant is about how do you think it lands for Aaron? Regardless of what I think or what you think. How do you think it lands for him? Never forget this. In 2019, Bleacher Report had a writer, Tyler Dunn. He's on our show in the third hour. And he wrote an article with a lot of sources, some obviously in the building in Green Bay, one absolutely in the building, ripping Aaron Rodgers. And what did Green Bay do about it? Not much. That's a phony article. When ESPN, the magazine, had an article about Russell Wilson, remember that one? And there were some people taking shots at him, obviously on the Seahawks. What did they do? They got the players out of town. They didn't tolerate it. They didn't tolerate you ripping Russell Wilson anonymously. Pete Carroll and John Snyder got him out of the building. Bye-bye. Get out of here. And good players. Richard Sherman's a good player. Okay? You're out. Aaron got tagged. How do you think Aaron feels today? I'm going to go with this. He's pissed. He looks around. He's like, San Francisco's way better players, and they went out last night, and they got better receivers than I already do, and they got another one from Arizona State. And their defensive line tore us up, and they got another one. Aaron's in a Super Bowl window. The Aaron Rodgers is in that kind of Brady, Breeze, Mahomes now. They're in Super Bowl windows. They're not interested in being, baseball wild card teams. The Yankees put up, they put up World Series banners. The Mets, wild card one year. Different franchises, different ideals. Aaron's in a Super Bowl window. Aaron needs help. It wasn't the best thing for Green Bay today. It may be the best thing for Green Bay in 4 years, but it's not the best thing for Green Bay today. And Aaron Rodgers, he's playing today. Aaron Rodgers is taking the beatings today. Aaron Rodgers trails 23-0 and 27-0 at half to San Francisco today. He's not interested in you putting money in a 401k. He's like, baby, let's go to Vegas. Put it on black and white, black and red. I need money now. I need money now. I need cash. I need players. I need help now. Saying about a 401k. Let me shift to the Dallas Cowboys, who got a little heat last night. The Cowboys' 17th pick picked up wide receiver CeeDee Lamb. Now, CeeDee is going to be a productive player in Dallas. I mean, you can't double him. They got Amari Cooper. They got Michael Gallup. They got Zeke. I mean, you ain't doubling him. Little drag route underneath. He's going to be productive. But Dallas already has 2 1,000-yard receivers. Dallas's defense was bad last year. They lost their safety, their best corner, and they lost Robert Quinn, who was their sack leader. It wasn't a move exactly addressing their needs. And it was funny on TV last night. I was with my buddy watching. He came over last night. Social distancing. Each had a cocktail 10 feet away. And we're watching it, and everybody's trying to guess the pick. They think they took a safety. And they're showing Jerry Jones and then his daughter, the beautiful and talented and brilliant Charlotte Jones, and they're all high-fiving and laughing. And I turned to my friend and I said, he didn't get a safety. Jerry Jones ain't that happy over a safety. Jerry's on his yacht, and I'm like, that's not a safety reaction. They just went and got somebody who scores touchdowns. Sure enough, it's CeeDee Lamb. You don't celebrate like that because you got a safety. They were like, Mike McCarthy was grinning. Everybody's laughing. Oh, my God, we got woo-hoo-hoo. You don't do that over a safety. You do that over a guy who played a nearby Big 12 when Mike McCarthy knows, I got another weapon. I got another guy. How about them Cowboys? But let me defend Dallas here. Let me defend them. The NFL's changed. The rules have changed. The league has changed. We all banged on the Raiders for getting rid of Khalil Mack. He was a non-factor last year. You know who was better than Khalil Mack of the Bears last year? Josh Jacobs, rookie running back. Oakland. Why? Because if you're going to roll the dice, roll it on offensive players. You go look at last 2 drafts. Who are the players who are way better than their draft slot? Lamar Jackson, offensive player. Josh Jacobs. Mark Andrews, tight end Baltimore. DK Metcalf. You start looking the last 2 or 3 drafts as all these rules have changed. Can't touch anybody. And the players that massively exceed expectations, they're not defensive guys. They're all offensive guys. So Dallas is saying, listen, we're not going to let the Philadelphia Eagles get an Oklahoma Sooner from the Big 12. There's no way, because Oklahoma, that's Dallas Cowboy territory. And Jerry's sitting there thinking on his yacht, I'm gonna give this to Philadelphia? I'm going to watch CeeDee Lamb, now that Byron Jones has gone roast our corners? I'm not going to do it. So it was part of that. And Dallas has actually drafted, really good players on defense. They still can't stop anybody. The truth is, folks, who can stop anybody? It's if you're going to draft and you're going on a safety or a wide receiver, I got to tell you, the current NFL, I'm going wide receiver. I've never even been a fan of wide receivers. I call them icing on a cake. Now, if you have a cake, there's a cake and there's icing. But sometimes you put some icing in between the layers of the cake. That's what's happened to wide receivers. They're now at least layered in the cake. They matter more. The rules changed. So I can bag on Dallas for getting a receiver and they didn't need one. But I'm looking at the draft the last couple of years. CeeDee Lamb's going to give you 800 yards, 700 yards. I mean, whatever he does. Safety, you're not celebrating on a yacht like that getting a safety. They don't matter as much. Not in this league, not in this time.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.